Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to our presentation. I'm India Abdul Khar Siddiqui Shan. This is our data logger system. Here we have used 4 components: Arduino Uno, COMPIM, DHT1 on temperature and humidity sensor and resistance. In Arduino Uno, we have set a directory in program file, which is here. And this file we got after compiling the code in Arduino. Its pin 2 is connected with pin 2 of DHT1 on temperature and humidity sensor. And its pin 1 is connected with virtual terminal and pin 3 of COMPIM. And its pin 0 is connected with pin 2 of the COMPIM. And in DHT1 on temperature and humidity sensor, pin 1 is connected with 5 volt power and pin 4 is connected with ground, and here we used 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. And in COMPIM we set a physical port COMP1 and physical baud rate and virtual baud rate is 9600, and here we have used a virtual serial port. The PRT is COMP1 and COMP2. COMP2 is connected in lab view.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Hasim Raihan. This is the Arduino code. Here we are printing the value of temperature and humidity. To install the DHT library, we have to go to the sketch, then include library and manage libraries. So now this window pops up, and this is the library manager. Now we install the latest version of DHT sensor library. First of all, we have to define the DHT type and DHT pin. For the DHT initialization, we have selected the DHT pin 2 and we have selected the DHT type as DHT11. In the void setup part, we have started the serial monitor with a baud rate of 9600. Then here, DHT final is the first serial print. We will print DHT final. In the void loop, a delay of 500 millisecond is given. Here, variable float h is given, and we can read the humidity here, and variable t will read the temperature. In the variable float f, true argument is being passed, and temperature will be read as Fahrenheit. Then the if condition, the condition checks if it is not a number, then there is an error, and it will return failed to read from DHT sensor. Otherwise, if it reads the number, it will break the if condition. Lastly, serial print will print the temperature, humidity, and Fahrenheit. Before compiling the code, we need to go to the preferences and select compilation to run the code. When we are done with the code, after saving, we have to go to the sketch, then export compiled binary, and it will save a hex file in the location, and we have to upload the hex file to Proteus to connect the sensor.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Kanis Fatima, and I'm going to show how to create a LabVIEW project for our LabVIEW system. At first, we are going to design our user interface on the front panel. For making a thermometer, go to numeric value and select thermometer. Same as we will create a meter as well and name it as humidity. Next, we will create a web chart to see the data. For this, we will go to the graph and select the waveform chart. There will be 2 waveform charts, first one for the temperature and second one for the humidity. Last part is creating a table. For this, we need to click right button and select list table entry and select table. Next, we need to select the virtual port 2 as our visa resource name. In the other diagram, for creating the comport part or the serial port part, for that we will go to the in the instrument IO, select visa and select clear. Then we will open it as we need read 2 strings, so we need 2 commands. Next, we will add flash buffer. At the end, we need to close it. For error handling, we need to go to the dialog and the user interface and select the simple error handler. Then we'll create a while loop and connect all of them. There is a iteration between 2 rates. Next task is create a constant. So click the right button and create constant.
Hello everyone, this is MD Amirul Islam Chaudhary. So this is the time delay function, and we have to create it by going to timing and select wait. And we have to set a constant which will take the data from every 500 millisecond. So our next task was to create a fraction or string to the number things. To do that, we had to go to string, then number or string conversion, then string to number. As we have 2 data, we needed to create this twice. So now we will work with the table control. So from here, we can create a local variable. This variable will be used for this table. From here, it will give the table data and it will show the value on the front panel. Now we will create an insert into array. So go to array, then insert into array and put it over here. This is the shift register, and we had to create it after one while loop. This is the string constant, and we had to put the string constant into the array constant and make it 2. We had to connect this thing to this one. Now the array will update or go to the next line after each rotation, and the output of array will go to here and also complete the shift registering part. So our first data, which was temperature, will go to this string, and the second data, which was humidity, will go to this string. Then we will print the temperature and humidity value respectively. Then we have to create a build array function and place it here, and we have to expand it to increase the size of the array. So from which data the array was built. For the first data, we will put the data into string, as all our input data should be string, and in the array, we will put all the string together. The second element from the array list was time, then temperature, humidity, then the IDs. After that, we had to combine that array and send it to the new element of the array table. So this is mainly our full code. Now here, we had to create a constant which should be in false mode to run it properly. Let's run the project.
We will run our project. So after running the file, we can see that the table is updating here. So after a few times, now we will run our Proteus file. So after running the Proteus file, we can see that data is updating here, and this data will also update it here. So after that, we can change the value of Proteus data. So I made humidity 79. So we can see that the 79 of humidity is updating here. Thank you.